this is something that is interesting to me because the James Bond franchise is something that I have always been interested in. I always go and see. I'm not as big of a James Bond head as say like a Mike Kalinowski, but now the stuff that's going on with Bond is exciting. It's like, all right, who now that Amazon has control of it, who are they going to get? Right? We were just talking about it earlier on the show. It's like it really depends on the team. Well, I'm pretty excited about this news. Alfonso Cuaron seems firm Bond 26. This is a huge win if this is indeed the case. There are recent rumors about Children of Men and Gravity director Alfonso Cuaron taking control of the next Bond film. And apparently they have some truth to these rumors. The famed filmmaker, who hasn't helmed a feature since 2018. Why? Last year revealed he had turned down a prior chance to direct a Bond film years ago, which is likely Quantum of Solace, otherwise known as Solace. When Amazon took creative control of the franchise earlier this year, rumors quickly emerged that the possibility was back on the table, especially once Harry Potter franchise alum David Heyman was confirmed as one of the new Bond producers alongside Amy Pascal. A few weeks ago came a report indicating writers have already been hired for the project, and Cuaron has already met with Amazon and has a new take on the property. Cut to this weekend, and Cuaron himself appeared at a masterclass session in Paris where he teased his discussion with Amazon MGM. Attendee Simon Robert posted the quote and indicated that Cuaron didn't actually see the name of the franchise in his answer, but was seemingly referring to Bond when he said, "There is indeed this project under discussion, and I have the desire, if it happens, to revisit this story in my own way." Heyman and Pascal are already said to be working on the next film in the franchise, which Amazon is expected to move on sooner rather than later. John, if you're Amazon and Pascal and everybody here, do whatever is possible to make this happen, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I said this on the hot mic that they were making these moves to get rid of Broccoli and Wilson because they already had a plan in place, and no surprise that already two producers are jumping on this with David Heyman and Amy Pascal. No surprise at all that Cuaron is in the conversation because of the connection with David Heyman. So to me, and we know this about Hollywood, Christian, I bet all of these conversations were going on behind the scenes, like, you know, in disappearing signal chats saying like, listen, would you be interested? Maybe if we make this move, yes, possibly. All right, let's put this together. We're going to get rid of Broccoli and Wilson, and we're going to bring in Heyman and Pascal. And if we can get Cuaron, we'll get Cuaron. So to me, this has all been in motion. And then Jeff Bezos pulled the trigger on paying them off $1 billion to get them out of the way so he can make this happen. And look, the way you get people back excited about Bond who've been waiting and waiting and waiting is you bring on someone like Alfonso Cuaron. You bring on two very seasoned and successful producers in David Heyman and Amy Pascal. Now it becomes who is going to be your Bond. So to me, Alfonso Cuaron, that is a given 100%. Let's see his take. I'm in it. Loved Azkaban. Love so many of his movies. So let's go. Let's see what we're going to get. But no surprise at all that this is getting traction, man.
It's super smart. It's super smart. And it also just, again, brings validity to the Bond franchise because, you know, as fans, you're going to, the big news was, all right, Amazon's taking full control. So obviously the story is, are they going to dilute it? Are they going to make it too much? Is it going to be, who are they going to get to do it? Who's going to be their Bond? So if the first, you speak with actions.
Yeah.
And if your first action is, well, we're really taking this serious, we're getting Alfonso Cuaron.
Yeah.
The chatter of, are they going to ruin the franchise, starts to get quieter. Because you now say, well, okay, well, at least they're doing that. And at least they're putting it in the same way that nobody cared about Dune.
Yeah.
Right. And then you get Denis to do it. And quickly it becomes, oh, wait a minute. They're taking this serious. And this is the same thing with Alfonso Cuarón. He hasn't done a movie since 2018. He's clearly wanted to do a Bond at some point. He was in the conversation for the other one, or was offered and said no for some reason. Said, you know, to Quantum of Solace, it just wasn't his movie. Didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And so coming back to do this would be great. I'm curious to see what he would do. But you're absolutely right. Now the question will go after you lock on Cuarón, who is his Bond, right? So I think that I think Bond's in good hands right now. I really do.
Yeah. I think if they make, I mean, look at Cuarón's track record. This is a good track record from A Little Princess on, from 95 on. Yeah, Great Expectations. I can see you go in and out, but Y Tu Mama También, Prisoner of Azkaban, Children of Men, Gravity, and Roma. All, whether you like them or not, all were respected and also awards consideration. And I would throw in Disclaimer, which is one of these forgotten, incredible series that came out last year on Apple TV with Kate Blanchett. That was just incredible stuff that Cuaron was doing as a director and as a storyteller in that series. So to me, I agree with you. This is how you drown out the noise. And people are like, they're going to dilute it. They're going to do a reality show again, whatever, is you bring this kind of heavyweight action. And remember, what they said was Pascal and Heyman are only doing this film. They're not saying they're committed to do multiple films. It's just this film. So if you're auditioning for the job, you want to get a great director.
That's 100%. Yes. And because you want to, that's exactly right. And then you make the money. You're like, hey, see what we did?
Yeah.
Now, as we mentioned before, this is a what have you done for me lately town.
True.
So yes, everyone will be like, Bond is back. Hooray. And then they make a series that is essentially, She-Hulk or whatever, or something along the lines. And they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not back. Maybe Bond's not back. Maybe it was a flash in the pan, or maybe it's yeah, they're gonna do a Boba Fett series. Woohoo! So let's see what they do, and if the plan can stay strong, then Bond will be strong again.
It's great stuff.
What do you guys say? You like this? You like the fact that we can get Alfonso Cuaron doing a Bond movie? It makes sense? Doesn't make sense? What say you? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know.